Uh, okay, good morning, everyone. We are here at Novus. We are going to start our product launch webinar regarding N1050. The team with me is we have Fernanda Schmidt, which is product specialist, and José Souza, which is support analyst. Okay, I am Fabio Pilma, product manager. So thank you everyone to assist our webinar. We will start now. Okay. Well, we are continuing our effort to launch relevant products to our channels in order to add value to the solutions you offer and increase your business. In this webinar, you will check what is and what for came this new product and what added values it offers to the market. The idea is not to be long in this webinar, but to pass the suitable message we need to know in order to offer this product to the customers or to specify it in the customer applications. This webinar is being recorded and will be made available to all attendants, those couldn't watch on live and those that wanted to watch again. Our key account executive will be able to share the link with the recording after tomorrow. And during this webinar, you can make questions by writing in the Zoom tool. Our team here will be able to answer on live as they could those questions. Also, we will make two small polls or inquiries during the presentation, which is voluntary, regarding your perception for the features and for the market for this product. So we are going to present the N1050, our new PID temperature controller with LCD display. Before that, this is the agenda of this webinar. We just wanted to discuss the motivation, why we made N1050 and how we see the market trend for PID controllers and how we can avoid commoditization. And going deeper to N1050, we'll show the highlights, the main features and the applications of it. All of these you can find already available in Novus website, the commercial flyer and the manual datasheet, which you will be able to use in your sales effort. And finally, we'll be prepared to have a time to answer on live the most common written questions from attendants, questions that made during the webinar. Remembering that all written questions are recorded and answer questions can be clarified later through your key account executive. So how you can make questions? Very easy. In the bottom bar of Zoom, just click on the Q&A icon and then you can write the questions. You can choose to be identified or to be anonymous in the question. All questions will be recorded. So don't worry if you don't have the answer right now. It will remain in the database and we will answer it later. Okay, PID controllers have been developed and used since the early 1900, but the electronic ones appears on the 17th, and the digital PID controllers are more recent, since the 80s. Novus was created in that decade, specifically in 1983. Since then, we have been one of the players on this market, following the trends in terms of technology and meeting industry customer requirements. In the timeline, you can see the evolution and launch of main family controllers from Novus since then. Most of Novus portfolio is already in the state-of-art technology, and it continues to keep attractive and updated. Of course, most of those controllers you can see already launched. It's already in second or third generation of technology. Those are contemporary controllers from competitors on industry panels that we see on machines and processes. Digital technology and reliability has been already consolidated from many manufacturers, including Novus. PID controllers are widely used in the industry, and now they are considered almost commodity equipment. With similar features and appearance, the customers do not see too much difference between manufacturers. What customers see is functionalities, comparative, and the same 7-segment bright LED display with ugly contrast on the off segments of display. In the era of smartphones and tablets, the customers are more demanding of appearance. Machines are becoming nice and ergonomic, and your customers' competitors are launching more distinctive looking machines. That's why we are launching the N1050, the PID controller temperature with LCD display. We are offering some added value to the customers, keeping the attractiveness, since N1050 has an elegant design to machines, exhibiting high contrast display and multicolor LCD technology indication. It is also USB configurable and has some advanced features like ramp and soak set point programs and timer function. Like the whole Novus PID controller family, the N1050 complies with some approvals, which turns it robust and reliable for industry. It has CE mark and UL listed. It is manufactured with RoHS and REACH compliance, and it is offered with 3 years of warranty. It is a global product. Okay, now we have a small poll. Fernanda will launch it.
Hello, everyone. Now we will run some poll about the type of attendance that you have today, okay? So be free to answer these questions. Which is activity best defines your business? If you are a distributor or a system integrator, a reseller, a machine manufacturer, or a final customer. It's important to us to understand which public is attending today. Okay, let's wait a little bit more. Okay, a few seconds more. Okay, we start. Okay, we'll finish the poll now, so I'm ending the polling. Thank you for all answers, okay?
Okay, thank you for answering the poll. We'll continue now. One key advantage of N1050 is its detachable connector, which turns the installation, commissioning, and maintenance a very easy task. By the way, this feature is global exclusivity of the last launching of Novus PID controller. No other competitor has a detachable connector. The device setup can easily be made through its keyboard, navigating to the menu and setting the parameters. Its USB port is an additional value to allow more convenient way to configuring the N1050. Machines manufacturers, for example, can reduce its setup time in configuring the device in batch using the configuration software. And the last key advantage is the offered safety due its injected material of the housing. The housing is made of anti-flame material. We use polycarbonate, which is certified UL 94 V2. This material is flame retardant against the occurrence of an ignition in the electrical panel. Okay, let's go a little bit deeper into the technical features of N1050. As it is a temperature controller, it accepts thermocouples on PT 100. The accepted thermocouples are J, K, T, and S. Both input type and range are software configurable. For parameter settings of N1050 via the USB port, it can be used the configuration software N1050, which is free, available for download in the Novus website. Any common micro B type USB cable can be used by the user for configuration, even those from cellular charger. The standard control outputs are the PUs for SSR, the solid state relay, and traditional relay. It can use an SSR of any power. Novus has an SSR portfolio to offer to the market too. And the embedded relay has capability to switch loads of 1.5 amps in 240 VAC. And if the customer needs more relays for alarms, for example, it's available an option for N1050 with 2 more relays. The N1050 can be powered with full range AC power from 100 to 240 VAC, or optionally from 12 to 24 volts DC. The PID control output is digital PWM output, which means the PID algorithm controls the duty cycle of the PWM output, in which the cycle time is configurable depending on the application. The PID constants, the proportional, integral, and derivative, are configurable. However, N1050 offers an automatic tuning of the PID algorithm to facilitate the commissioning of the controller on the plant of application. The user starts the auto-tuning procedure, then the controller maps the process and finally defines the new constants automatically, stabilizing the process. The N1050 offers 5 programs of 4 segments each to define recipes of set point profile through ramps and soaks. The programs can be linked, forming a large program with many segments. The time base can be defined as seconds or minutes. This feature is likely used in food and beverage industry. The controller has 2 timers, timer 1 and timer 2, which operate independently of temperature control actuation. The time count always starts with timer 1, and at the end of it starts the timer 2 counting. The time base can be set as minute or as a second. Any of the controller outputs can be linked to the timers. There are 3 trigger options for timer 1: by temperature reaching set points, by pressing F key, the function key, or by starting the run control. The timer 2 is a secondary timer, which always starts its counting at the end of the timer 1. For both timers, time counting can be set in ascending or descending mode, and this will be shown in the display. The soft start function actuates on the output MV signal. When configured, it limits the control output rising rates, avoiding, for example, switching the output directly to 100%. It defines a time interval in seconds for the rising ramp up to the full output. It's available for N1050 configuration, the N1050 software, which is a free configuration software that allows to modify easily all parameters of the controller. Also, the N1050 LCD display has 3 colors: the main PV indication in white, set point indication in green, and the controller status in yellow, which we can see in the picture. The yellow in this picture appears slightly green, but more important is the high contrast, where the background is very black, offering comfortable viewing to the user. The digits are 11 segments, allowing to indicate alphanumeric characters, making pleasantly readable for mnemonics, although the limited display. So with that, all characters of the alphabet can be represented on the display. N1050 has a model with optional RS-485 interface, which uses Modbus RTU slave protocol, enabling its use in a network. The controller has CE mark and is UL listed. Beyond that, Novus is ISO 9001 certified company, and its ROS and REACH compliant approvals demanded in some global markets. N1050 has an enclosure injected with UL 94 V2 blend of polycarbonate and ABS, which makes it flame retardant. It is one of the few in the world market that has it. Okay, so now we have a second poll regarding the key features for you. Fernanda will proceed with the poll. Just a second.
So guys, the question now of the poll is, what are the main features that you see in this product? We have here some features. It's a multiple choice question, so you can answer it. What do you think is the most important or most valuable in this product? Okay, so as options we have the elegant design with high contrast multicolor display, USB configurable, the feature of ramp and soak programs, timer function, detachable connector, flame retardant material of enclosure, and approvals. We are waiting a couple of seconds to end the poll. Okay, a few seconds more. Okay, I will finish the poll right now, and I will share the results with you. So here we can see the sharing poll results. The most valuable features that our attendance sees is USB configurable, 72%, and after that, the elegant design and detachable connector. We have a great value to ramp and soak programs too, and approvals and timer function. Thanks for answering our poll.
Okay, people, let's continue here. Thanks for answering the poll. Regarding configuration, as mentioned before, N1050 configuration is made with the N1050 software. This is the software. Maybe most of you already know it. It allows to configure all parameters, but not only that. N1050 can be set directly by USB or by Ethernet connection through Modbus TCP to Modbus RTU gateway. N1050 also allows batch configuration and firmware or bootloader update. Okay, so it's a good tool for maintenance of the equipment. So now let's see how N1050 looks like. It is 48 by 48 or 1/16 DIN format. It has detachable connector. Its USB port is on the left side. it can be powered and configured just plugging into in the USB cable. The enclosure is slightly transparent. The frontal keys are made of silicone rubber. The frontal panel is very thin and it's IP65. The label on the top shows all relevant information of the controller, including wiring diagram, serial number, and approvals. I'd like to show a small video, just a second. Okay, sorry people. Now you are seeing the N1050. It's slightly transparent. The wiring connections in the stamp, the touchable connector, USB. So you can easily connect the USB and it powers up the controller. Okay. So it's very easy to configure. And you can see the high contrast on the different colors. Very comfortable to see. Okay, that's what I wanted to show you. Thank you. Okay, so going back here. Regarding topology for 1050, it just can be installed on RS485 network as slave for PLC, SCADA, or HMI. Novus, Field Chart, and SuperView So regarding applications, there is a wide range of applications for N1050, and here we show some cases. It can be used to control industrial electrical furnace, measuring the internal temperature and activating electrical heater, keeping the set point defined. Another application is for controlling pet dryer, where the temperature of dryer must be maintained under safety range for obvious reasons. For controlling furniture machine, for instance, the secret is to keep the right temperature for the glue to be applied in the wood's blades to cover the edge of the parts, assuring the quality. The last example is the injection molding control. Normally, the injection machines have few heating zones that should keep the right temperature in order to ensure the correct injection process. Okay, so now we have the last poll. Fernando will proceed regarding your perception of market.
Hello, everyone again. Now the polling. Sorry, market. Now the poll is regarding the market. I'm launching the poll now. Okay. Do you already know which customers will be offering the N1050 to? We have some options here. It's a no, I still have to research the market. Yes, I have at least one customer to offer this product. Yes, I have more than 3 potential customers to offer this product. Or the last one, yes, this product has great potential in my market. Please feel free to answer it to us to understand a little bit about your market. Okay, a little bit, seconds more. Okay, just waiting a little bit more. Great answers here. I'm ending the poll now. Thanks for all answers.
Okay, people, thank you very much. Let's continue with presentation here. I want to show those are the models for N1050. There is the N1050 PR, which has a pulse output plus a relay output. There is a N1050 PR 24V, which is the same, but with power supply with from 12 to 24 VAC DC. There is also the N1050 PRRR 485, which has a pulse output plus 3 relay outputs and RS485 interface. And finally, the 1050 PRRR 485 24V, which is the same, but with power supply from 12 to 24 VAC DC. Okay, so we are launching those 4 models. They are already available for the market. Okay, we have a few questions asked during the webinar. We start to responding now, and Jose and Fernanda has already the question. We will answer it now. Okay, you can proceed. Just a second.
Okay, we have a first question. Will there be a N1050?
Fechei. Eu abri agora.
Hello?
Vai ter que ser por aqui.
Testing. Okay, first question. Will there be an N1050T version for this application with time function requirements?
No, the N1050 already comes with 2 timers. Okay, like it's like the 1040T, but it's already embedded in the standard and 1050 version.
Okay, now another question. With the new LCD display, is there an increase in power consumption?
Thank you, Fernanda. No, it has the lower power consumption against competition, just 6 VA.
What are the characteristics of this display?
Thank you, Jose. It is an LCD display with backlight. It has 11 segment mnemonics, and it has 13 millimeters height digit.
We have today a lot of questions here. One more question is, what happens if a power outage occurs while running a ramp and soak program?
Thank you, Fernanda. There is a configurable parameter that defines what to do in a power up from a power outage. 4 options: restart at the beginning of the program, restart at the beginning of the segment, restart from the exact point in the segment, or return with control output off.
Okay, one more. Would there be an option with an analog output?
Yes, it is planned for the next release, probably Q1 2020.
Okay, guys, one more question is, does it have manual control? For which applications can it be used?
Yes, it has manual control. This feature can be used for slow and sensible processes, and also for commissioning and maintenance of device linked to the control.
Okay, we're getting one more. Does the N1050 control one at a time, temperature, or timer?
Yeah, it is possible to control both variables, temperature and timer, in separated outputs. There is a way to link them. Disables the control right after timer 1 and timer 2 expiration, or starts the control when the timer starts.
Okay, here is a question about the features, the great features we have in 1050. Will N1050 replace the N12000?
No, N1050 is in medium level of Novus portfolio, in same level of N480D. Okay, so it has less features than N1200.
We have a last question here for BPM about the software. There's a question about if the N-config software is free of charge.
Yes, N1050 is free of charge and it's available in Novus website. Any user can download it. Okay. Just a second, we have more questions.
Okay, I have one more here. For USB configuration, is there be any set button like the air gate?
No, you just need to plug it on the USB and it will be recognized automatically. Okay, we have more questions. Sorry, guys, we are checking here if we have another final question.
Yes, there one more here. Can I see the auto-tuning parameters after setting?
Yes, the values will be fixed on the parameters of proportional, integral, and derivative once the auto-tuning is finished. Okay, guys, I think we finished most of the questions. If anyone has an answer questions, don't worry, we'll gather all of them and send the Q&A document as usual. Okay, just a second. So, well, I would like to thank you, all of you, attending our webinar. Check, please, our website. All technical commercial documentation about N1050 is already available. I wish you, all of you, good business. Thanks again. Goodbye.